What's up, everyone? I am your host, DanMartinHuman. This is Edie the Deer. Welcome to a special off-the-grid episode of Think About It, where I disclose revelations I wasn't able to have until physically leaving society and being completely cut off with humans for 8 years. Today on Think About It, we're talking about whole grain bread and how it's not necessarily healthier for you or white bread. Think about it. Think about it. So, not sure where this actually came from. Well, actually, I am pretty sure where it came from. Marketers and stores wanting to sell the same or lesser product for a higher price. To health food nuts and health craze trends. So that's where it comes from. But anyway, they got us again. Side note, we sure get a lot for an intelligent species, don't we? Anyway, society has been saying for years that whole grain bread, or I'm going to call it brown bread, is better for you. Because white is refined, and during the processing, the what's called germ is removed. Here's the thing, though. If we're actually thinking for ourselves and not just being brainwashed by all the hype, we know that germ is the embryo of the seed. And besides being not too fond of eating embryos of any type of living thing myself, but hey, that's just me. It's filled with fat, polyunsaturated fats, to be specific. Now, the science community doesn't really know enough about fat to know if saturated fats are better for you over unsaturated. They go back and forth every few years, let alone polyunsaturated fats versus monounsaturated fats. The benefits or downfalls of eating the germ itself as of now is pretty much up in the air. It could go either way. It might be healthy for you. It might not be healthy for you. It may be no difference from eating it or not eating it. But the bran is also removed during the process. Now, is the bran good for you? The bran is that hard outer shell of the seed. It's mostly filled with fiber, which besides helping us poo, doesn't really add any nutrients to the body. Now, pooing is good for you, don't get me wrong, but it's not necessarily healthier to eat the fiber. Besides fiber, however, there are actually a few essential fatty acids, starch, proteins, some vitamins, and other dietary minerals. So now you may be saying, you see, I knew whole grain was better for you. That person that told me that in that article I read, I knew what they were talking about was true. Okay, see, right there is the exact definition of not thinking for yourself, of believing what you're told. Because here's the thing, people. Although, yes, it's technically healthier, the difference is so marginal. The sheer amount of nutrients lost is so insignificant, it's hardly measurable. For example, the amount of manganese, selenium, and magnesium lost in eating white bread over brown bread for a month could be replenished with just, 1/8 of a bite of an apple. So in order for that person that's telling you all this to be true, your diet would have to consist of 100% white bread and nothing else. And even then, you'd only be slightly less healthy than those of us eating brown. Here's the kicker, though. The bran also contains what's called anti-nutrients. Yeah, that's the thing. Anti-nutrients, as the term suggests, are compounds that interfere with the absorption of, you guessed it, nutrients. And that's not even the worst part, folks. If whole wheat was actually better for you, which at this point it could go either way, but like I said, and even if we were able to get those nutrients without some anti-nutrient blocker blocking us, you wouldn't know, because the stuff you buy in stores, the stuff labeled in big yellow and orange letters reading whole grain wheat is just white bread with a suntan. Manufacturers use coloring agents and molasses or sprinkle a little fiber flakes on top to add color and taste and specs to the bread. What, did you really think that bread naturally comes with little seeds glued on the top of it? Really? I know you're smarter than that. That's all marketing, people. That's them trying to brainwash you to think by gluing those little seeds and flakes on top of whole grain bread. That's them brainwashing you to think that this bread is actual whole grain. But what you're actually getting is white bread in disguise at a higher cost. In the end, I don't see there being anything wrong with eating wheat or whole wheat bread over white or white over wheat for that matter. The part of this I do think is wrong is the labeling, is them labeling products in a way that are just flat out lies, and then them charging you more for those products. If anything, they should be charging you more for white bread, seeing how the milling and separation during processing to get the bran and the germ out is much more laborious and time-consuming and therefore costly. Let's end color discrimination, people, even in food. Again, as always, do not believe anything you're told. Think for yourself and question everything. Please hit the like and subscription buttons below. Evie demands it. And give us a thumbs up if you like what we're doing and you want to get alerts. Think about it.